It was terrible. One time, my moms had bought me a bunch of stuff for Christmas. Like, it was like our first Christmas having our own apartment. We was happy. I mean, I had mad gifts under the tree. We went out somewhere, came back, all my gifts was gone. Somebody in my building had broken into my apartment and just took all my Christmas gifts. My moms went downstairs and seen her, knocked on this door. Chick opened the door. Her kids was in there playing with my toys. Hey, yo, listen, the audio book is only on Patreon. We're about 3-4 chapters deep. If you want to catch up on my audio book, I'm releasing it chapter by chapter on my Patreon. I can't rush this because this is ultra personal. You heard? But if you want to hear my audio book, Kids with Guns, it's being let loose on Patreon. You heard? So go join my Patreon. 10 cash a month and you'll be all right.
I said, yo, man, we ain't gonna have no issue over that shit with me and your little man, right? The nigga said, nah, man, and shook his head side to side, and he snuffed me. Younger down, right? I got up. All I seen was 20 heads, blurry heads. So I go in the day room, and they got these picnic tables in 4 Main and the hardest marble floor I ever seen in my life. Some shit, some gray shit, the picnic table gray. I learned some shit about the color gray because the houses I was in that was gray was so violent that I had to investigate, like, did that shit affect you? And I found out that it does.
Makes you violent?
Yes, gray is not a good color to surround yourself with because it's too dull. And I noticed that because 2 Upper was one of them funny ass colors, and I couldn't take it because I'm one of them niggas that gotta be everywhere at one time. I don't like the box. I'm not a box bean monster. I get in and I get the fuck out of there. I'm a nigga that run the street. So damn what I was telling you about 40 again. And how they lined me. They told me to go in the day room. So I sat on the picnic table and they cut on the TV and Party Machine is on. This how you know this is 1991 because Party Machine was out in 1991. They had the naked lady behind the silhouette. YouTube this shit so you can picture this shit. So I'm watching, it was videos. And that's before that, you know, this is what was coming out and niggas used to watch it. So all the niggas my age know about Party Machine. So I'm watching, and while I'm watching it, I kinda knew that 40 was tight with the big head nigga. Let me also say that Shaw Wells conveniently removed chain off. I gotta throw that rice on you, nigga, cause he snuffed a little nigga, look. Look, so the nigga Shaw Wells, I mean the nigga Big Head come out, and this nigga's, I'm short as fuck, my nigga, I'm 5'8" right now, so I probably was 5'4", 5 dog, 5'5" or something, right? So I'm sitting on the table, you know, cause I'm a hood nigga, you don't never sit low. I'm sitting on top of the table with my feet on the seat mid part. So the big head nigga come in. I'm gonna wait for the train to pass. I don't know, but I don't care. You snuff me, nigga. I don't want the shit. He was 36. Yeah, he was 36. He might not even was 36. But that's what he looked like to me. He might have been 25. Yo, he might have been 25 or 26, maybe. Maybe. Look, but I was so young, I was a puppy. I'm 16. You know, a nigga 20 whatever, and look to a 16-year-old is somebody, he was somebody father status.
19, even for nigga 1920, he grown to you.
No, but he was above 1920. That nigga was grown. I know he was a full adult because it was adults in there, bro.
It was?
It was adults. Them niggas was grown. They was fathers.
I didn't know that at first.
Them niggas had kids.
You could tell them niggas anything to go on like, yo, I'm 16.
Yeah.
They ain't check nothing.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck. They storing dummies. That's all they know is, here, get in there. So now, not knowing this nigga could rape a kid, anything. They gonna take his shit, bag his moms. This is the shit that was happening in there. If you was a nigga that didn't know how to, how to stay above the evils, the Rikers Island evils. So now, I left off where they told me to go sit at the table and Big Head Just came out. So Just came out and the nigga stands by me. So I wasn't about to wait and see if the nigga had a problem. I'm gonna ask him. I wasn't stupid. I said, yo, man, we ain't gonna have no issue over that shit with me and your little man, right? The nigga said, nah, man, and shook his head side to side, and he snuffed me. Younger down, right? I got up. All I seen was 20 heads, blurry heads, right? But I've been getting jumped so much that I fight 20 niggas better than one, because Spofford teach you that shit, because you have to fight in that motherfucker. That's one thing I'm grateful that I possess, because I learned you could get hurt getting jumped, and to this day, I will run before I let 10 niggas fight me. Only way I'm fighting 10 niggas is if you corner me, because you might not live after that ass whipping. One nigga could kick you and you could die. And I ain't playing, but if I run, I'm shooting somebody. Because I don't want to run, that's embarrassing. And the only thing makes up for that is somebody getting shot. And I understood that since a kid. Not because I'm tough, but I was really serious about you understanding I wasn't a sucker. And I knew that the only way you could talk shit after you ran is if you let that cannon go. And I'm not promoting that shit. I advise anybody to bust a cannon in your brain. Because that's what I learned out of all of this shit. That the biggest gun that I had was the one that nobody really uses, which is they fucking brain, bro. So, I promote, put the guns down, pick your brain up, bro. You ain't even gotta shoot. Somebody else will do it for you if you're smart enough. You know what I mean? But I don't mean to say that either, because I'm not telling you to shoot nobody, man. Why kill somebody when you could kill a game? I want all the niggas I got beef with to live, to see the shit that I'm about to do. I want you well, healthy. I don't want you to catch a cold. I want you to see what's gonna happen just when you thought the movie was over. But to get back to the script.
You said you woke up to 20 blurry heads.
I woke up, I didn't wake up.
But you
mine's well, because I was in a sleeping state, because I damn near, his punch, it was one of them things where your TV was going off, but it was dwindling, the sparks type shit, right? So I came out of that because I had no choice, because they coming to me. The punch was the opening, right? So now, when he snuffed me, I see a Spanish nigga come through, right? I recognized him because he was the only nigga that was my age in there, and 40. And he was a little older than us, but a young nigga see the other young niggas. That mean the rest of the people was grown men. So in reality, if I got jumped by 20 people, that mean 16 of these niggas was grown, right? So now, when he punched me in the eye, blood's leaking in my eye, so I'm trying to wipe the blood out my eye quick, because I know I got a matter of time before the next nigga hit me out of these 20 heads I'm seeing. So now, the Spanish nigga hit me. His name was Deuce, too. And the reason why I'm saying his name is because if you out there, Deuce, I ain't got no beef with you. We was kids. And I knocked your fucking teeth out and blacked both of your eyes at one motion. So it's all good. I got your ass. And even if I did, my nigga, I wish you the best, B. We was kids just trying to survive in that shit. And I understand it. It wasn't personal. That shit was just business.
Where's someone from?
I don't know where this nigga, he was somewhere in New York. I just know his name was Deuce, and he was a Spanish nigga that had a fade and he had waves. So that means he was type hood. He wasn't just a regular Spanish nigga, because other Spanish niggas wasn't doing waves.
You ain't talking about that Spanish nigga that had the crazy
the
short little kind of stuff. He wasn't stocky like
I've
that.
I've never seen him again since then.
But
so
this nigga, he ain't have a fade. He had 360.
It probably gotta be. Look, his shit was
Spanish nigga. I know you talking
listen,
about.
Bro,
was crazy.
Listen, I bust his ass. Look, I beat the shit out of Deuce.
He had like a mean mug.
Don't get mad, Deuce. I'm just telling the real story. I beat your ass though, and I did a nice job. Look, and it was funny as fuck too. This should I tell you a lot of.
This is when the 20 blurry heads.
Yeah, this one. No, nah, I beat his ass later.
All right, so what happened with?
I fucked him up with the 20 blurry heads too. He always got his ass whipped, even though I got my ass whipped, cause his stupid ass was the first one. Like I was a sucker. I'm good for one nigga, right? Look, stupid. So when he came, I plucked him instantly, cause I was mad as fuck that this young nigga is helping the grown-ups whip me. So it's bad enough I gotta get past these seasoned savages. I don't think I'm brave. I'm scared the whole time a child, bro. I'm tough and rough, but I understand that I ain't supposed to be going through this shit.
I don't know.
When that nigga said handcuffed in back of the bus, 40 of us, I really was on the bus when they was playing that shit. And feeling that part like, damn, this ain't supposed to be what we going through, bro. So, let me stay focused. What the fuck, what part I was, so the 20 blurry heads. So I caught the nigga Deuce, boom. And I told you, I always knew to take a nigga off his feet. So I took the nigga Deuce off his feet, boom. Cause the whole process of slamming the nigga, we was professionals. I know to angle you to where your shoulder blade or something hit the shit first, right? Some of my niggas was devious type niggas, and they taught us this shit. Like my nigga K Bourne from Fort Greene, he could put a nigga to sleep with one arm. He was a master at that shit. He the best sleeper I ever seen in my life. And I know he can still do it to a nigga now, so you young niggas better not play with that boy. Yo, but anyway, I see the 20 heads, I hit dudes. These niggas is hitting me with sticks, brooms. And I'm not talking about the broom your mother got in the house. I'm talking about the big, long shit in the school buildings.
Janitor broom.
The janitor broom. They rocking me with the mop closet joints, right? But I'm rocking. I'm hurting these niggas. They ain't just fucking me up. My whole fight game is different. Yeah, my shit is different because I actually listen to a lot of older niggas, and them niggas had tricks. All them niggas from the 60s and 50s going up to the 70s that was here before me, them niggas was different kind of niggas, period.
You say you slammed son a certain kind of way?
Yeah, on the shoulder blade to make sure he was finished. So when I slammed him, I knew I ain't gotta worry about you really no more because I'ma earth the shit out of you. So I earthed him. Young! But I'm still hitting him because I'm mad too, and I know I can't handle the rest of these niggas, but I know I can torture this nigga that I got. So I'm giving this nigga everything. But they plucking me so bad that I gotta get up. I'm fainting. I'm waking up, I'm slamming his head to the floor, I'm fainting, I'm waking up. They knocking me out and waking me back up in all reality because for me to keep saying I was fainting, that means they was hitting me in the head and I was going out. But every time they hit me back, I knew not to let that one nigga go. So I got up. Then some other shit, the Seagate, I slammed another nigga head to the Seagate and the whole back of his head bust open. Them little gates, it's little stubs on them. I don't know how the fuck I knew this shit, and I ran somebody else back, spine to the table. Boom! So it's 3 niggas hurt, right? So the police, right? My mind, you remember that the key that I told you is the police sent me out there for this. Right? Remember I thought I fake had props? It was the lineup. So now, when all of that happened, now after I boogie with these niggas, now after we go, it seemed like we was fighting for 10 minutes. But in all actuality, we probably was going for 4 minutes, 3 minutes or so. But that's still a long time. So now they want to break it up that I'm scoring. I'm getting hurt, but I done hurt about 3 or 4 niggas now. And niggas is bleeding. So the police come and I'm flipping, I'm crying and all that, and I'm telling them, you bitch ass nigga, y'all thought I was gonna get hurt, right? I'm like, look how many other niggas got hurt. I ain't the only one bleeding, right? So now it was 2 sides. The side I was on was a Brooklyn house. And the other side of 4 Main was a Bronx and a Harlem house. right? So them niggas was some real official Dawn type niggas, you know what I mean? So them niggas watching the whole shit through the, you can see. You can see from the Seagate on one side into the day room. So the police, look what they did to me. This how dirty the island was. You would think after the whole house jumped me, they would move me to another house, right? No, them niggas moved me right next door to the other side where I have to still come out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with the same 40 niggas that just tried to pluck me, right? So now, but what they didn't anticipate, and they did this because they was mad because I was talking shit. So what they didn't anticipate is that them older niggas from Harlem and the Bronx was gonna, they said, shorty, you did your, they packed me like it was a box. You know how when a boxer fight and nigga come out the ring, the coach, he got the wet rag. This what they doing to me. And I'm a little nigga. I can remember them niggas, I was up to their elbows. Them niggas just hit my face. They like, you did your fucking thing. Where you from, shorty? I'm like, I'm from Harlem. This how the island was. They like, what? We gonna kill them niggas. What? Even the nigga like, yo, don't worry about it. They just put you in here because they thought you wasn't gonna have nobody and you was gonna go out in the morning and them same 40 niggas was gonna kill you again, right? He was like, but we gonna tear their asses up. Now look how devious and dirty the police was. The police see them six, these gangster niggas, I don't even remember who these niggas was. But I could tell, I felt presence from each nigga. So you know how each nigga holds some type of power?
It was all official. Nigga.
Yeah, they was. And the police knew for me to have them, it was gonna be a problem. So now they gonna send me out the house. Now that I could turn the shit upside down, they're gonna move me. But when it was gonna turn me upside down, everything was perfectly fine. So I'm hurt because I've never been somewhere where a child will be preyed on so much by not just adult prisoners, but adult police. You feel me? So this shit is, I'ma say, I might have been tough, but I always was in touch with, I like being human. I know this is blood that's flowing through me. I don't never want to be a robot to where I don't feel, even when I was shooting, I protected my feelings because I know once you go numb, you dead. Because that's the sign of being dead, numbness. You can't move. So I don't want to be numb. I want to care about people. A lot of people be like, you're emotional. You're not, nigga. What the fuck does that mean? You're dead, dummy? Fuck, we're all emotional. Get with the program, dummy. Yeah. Fuck is you talking about? You don't get mad, glad, happy, sad, nigga? You dead. But anyway, from there, they moved me out the house. They moved me to Mart 8. Now this is where, the whole time them niggas is jumping me, Shy Wells is there. All I hear while they in between the sticks and brooms busting me is, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. He's sitting in a fucking chair. He done took the phone. He in front of the phone, outside the door, telling me to do my thing, right? So now, I get up, the police come, they break it up, they tell me go, they throw me back in the cell this time because I'm mad that these niggas set me up. They throw me in the cell, they close.
Hold on, so what you mean? They sent you to another house now?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I'm going back.
Okay.
They did send me to another house, but I'm still in Fort Maine.
Okay.
This is fresh from the fight being broke, the jumping, or whatever, I don't know what to call it, the ass whipping, the multiple savage adults, whatever you want to call it, right? So the nigga, so now they put me in a cell, right? See, I jump around a bit. That's why you're good.
Well, you said when you was getting jumped, you heard Shawwell saying, do your thing?
Do your thing.
What?
Both of us went into the same unit. We just didn't have the same fate. He took over the house, and the house whipped my ass, right? So to speak. They ain't really plucked me. I got 4 stitches out of it in the corner of my eye. One of these corners is 4 stitches. Mm-hmm. You feel me? That's from the big blockhead nigga, right? I probably would want to shoot a fade with that nigga because a friendly one too. Because it's stupid to fight over some shit from there or beef over some shit from there. But jokingly, I really would want to pluck that nigga back because he was a grown ass man. Not out of anger though. And I hugged that nigga because we both black and they had no business being slaves in the first place.
Straight up. Now niggas
Stupid slaves.
was all captives. And
yeah, that shit is slavery. Then after that, right, the police, that's when they put me on the other side and all that other shit happened with the big home, the niggas, the powerful niggas with the presence, right? From there, from there they moved me after they see the tough niggas was gonna hold me down because they knew the first child was gonna be a war if them niggas would've tried to got at me with them old official niggas that was in there, right? And they was actually, they also evaluated me saying I was from Harlem, so it wasn't just me saying I was Harlem that was gonna save me. It was that I got busy, first of all, and then after that, it was that them niggas was like, who you know, who you fuck with? And the names that I was throwing out there was resonating with them niggas immediately. My names that I was throwing at them niggas was really my niggas. And my niggas was kind of serious at that time. So them niggas was like, oh, this nigga fam. So it was serious. That's why the police moved me. So I get to Mart 8. This is when I get to see what Shy Wells did to the mother niggas in Mart 6. Because when I get to Mart 8, Shy Wells not there. I told you, they jumped me and I got moved. Shy Wells stayed there. So he must have got kicked out or something because one of the things I noticed, they brought him to Mart 8. And you heard the story when Biggie said, Mart 8 set me straight. Yeah, that's murder. That was murder Mart 8, nigga. And you feel me? And that shit was all this Fight Club shit you seeing now ain't nothing new. The back of Mart 8 was Trump Plaza. Every night, I'ma get to that later. Every night. And that's where I got to see Shy Wells and a couple of other Far Rockaway legends show me their little tricks with their hands. These niggas, they took 52. They must have had 104. Don't call what they was doing 52. They was doing 104. The 52 blocks. If you had the name with them niggas, I call that shit 104 because them niggas was doing some crazy shit to niggas. But to stick on point where I left off at.
You said you went to Mart 8.
I went to Mart 8 and Shy Wells must have overwhelmed his welcome in Full Main because they brought him down there. Now Mart 8 was a Queens house on one side and a Brooklyn house on the other side. Specifically, Brownsville and the nigga Moose had that house in the smash. The two dusty, crusty, super gangsters, them niggas was so tough. The police slapped Brownsville, they whipped his ass in the hall. You was on the phone with a nigga named Hall. Ask Hall about Coy. Can't go there. Coy slapped Brownsville. And Moose in Brownsville.
What Brownsville you talking about? You talking about Joe?
Yes! Know that nigga name is, look, I had beef with him too. Yo, so the nigga Shy Wells, they move him in the house. This was his entrance to Mart 8. And I figured out that this was what he did in Mart 6 too. He came in the house, he shut the fucking TVs off, and he started making an announcement out in the air to everybody. He addressed all 50 niggas in the house.
Oh, they came and brought him to the same house that you was
Yes. The nigga said, yo, my name is motherfucking Shy Wells. I don't play no motherfucking games. He like both of them phones right there is dead from click to click.
And who was in the crib at this time? Like who?
My
Remember
nigga.
type of niggas was in there?
My nigga. Oh my, me? A nigga. Yeah, he had peoples. It was niggas that his matches was above. But technically, 45 niggas, he was talking to 43 niggas.
Son was Brolic?
No, man. This nigga's, yo, I swear to God, he almost like Shorty a little bit, but a little bigger. I swear to God, that nigga's like, I swear to God, he probably the same size now, cause he was grown. My nigga, I might be bigger than that nigga right now. And he was light. 90 pounds, wet with bricks in his pocket. The nigga had a Bruce Lee body, nigga. He was Bruce Lee skinny. And this nigga hands was Leroy from fucking Last Dragon.
Is that shit still recording? I'm just making sure it's still recording.
His hand game, my nigga. I didn't even see Ali do some of the shit this nigga did, and I'm not lying. I swear to God. And there's people that could confirm this shit. The nigga that I'm talking about is so legendary, bro, for his hands and his gangster, bro. He robs the robbers. I told you he took big blockhead. The robber of the robbers, and that's the best way you could describe him. Yeah, why did you think he knocked Son out? Cause Son was trying to rob Marlon from Far Rockaway, and Shy Wells knocked him out. And we ran. That nigga was like the Hulk smash behind us, bro. I didn't know, I'd never seen 50 niggas run from one nigga in my life. I seen it that day.
Where y'all was at? In the corridor?
In the corridor. 50 niggas from one nigga. But this nigga was a nigga that was robbing everybody. He would go on a visit and rob everybody. Whoever went up there sparkling, I don't care who they was, they got robbed by that nigga. Who was this nigga, man? What I said, it was Frazier. From the Bronx. He's a legend, but Shy Wells came in the house. Now look, after he makes this announcement, he starts picking niggas because he's not playing. He's not saying this and allowing niggas to sit there and just let his words linger with no action. So he goes around, he walks in around niggas' bags. And damn, it's crazy because one of the niggas he knocks out is my man. I ain't gonna call his name out. You know what I mean? Because I love this nigga. But, and you gonna know he out here. He a wolf too. Son Bruce Leroy was crazy. But I love you, nigga, if you hear this shit. But I'm telling these niggas, I ain't gonna reveal your name or none of that shit. I'm sorry. Okay, excuse us. You have a blessed day too, mama. Yo, so what I was saying, so Shy Wells start picking niggas. He go to niggas. Shy Wells going to the toughest looking niggas, and they really the toughest niggas in the house. He going like, yo, you, big man. No, he like, you look like you think it can't happen. Go to the back. Niggas is running to the back like, what? They see this little nigga? And he plucking these niggas in 2 minutes, and they down, they not getting up. And he taking what he see valuable with sneakers, right? Throw that over there. You, go to the back, I want that chain. Either you gonna take it off, fight me for it, we go gun to gun, whatever you wanna do. But you gotta fight or something. Niggas was taking their shit off after they seen that he was glorious and victorious, right? I swear to God. Right? And he caught one of the niggas, his joint, off his neck. That's off record. He took his shit. He took his shit off his fucking neck, bro. Look, and there's no shame to Son. And this kid that he took, that we talking about, he cut half the building. Later on in life. And he's on killer status, or I can't say nothing bad, but I will have to down this nigga, you hear me? Because he a man. But at the same time, he respect my shit too. And I respect him, so I ain't gonna put his name out there, but I'm telling the story. You know, and if somebody put him out there, you know, that's not my fault. But I don't think too many people remember this shit right here, because we was the only niggas, I can't say no more. But Shy Wells came to the house and knocked out at least I'ma tell you how he knocked my man up. My man was one of the toughest niggas I know from my age bracket or a little older. Guaranteed shooter. He was in there for a body. Giant, muscled up. Shot Wells went to him and was like, yo, you look like you think it can't happen. Go to the back. I said, oh, I felt sorry for Shot Wells in my mind. I'm like, damn, he picked homie a goon. He gonna flip this little nigga. I ain't wanna, even though homie was my man, I still liked it Wells and ain't wanna see him get plucked. I wanted him to be victorious, but not against my man. I just didn't want them to fight at all. So he took my man in the back. My man busted his lip. My man was throwing Hulk-mania joints at him. I was like, oh, if he hit that nigga. So he caught him with a boom. The nigga Wells backed up. He said, yeah, shout outs to Slick too from Hamels. He's another legendary knuckle game nigga that I seen some phenomenal knuckle play in the joint against a Goliath. He's a Snoop Dogg weight skinny nigga from Far Rockaway. He looked like Snoop Dogg. I seen him pluck big. We ain't gonna talk about that though. Shit was crazy. But anyway, Shot Wells went to my man and my man busted his lip. Shot Wells backed up. He touched his lip, seen his hand. He said, you bust my lip? He said, now I'm gonna bust your ass. And he said, you better not stop fighting. I'm like, why has he got his lip bust? And he telling him bet not. So I don't see it. Shot Wells was like this, and he was like he was timing him. And he was like, you gonna slip. He was like, you gonna slip. He said, and when you do, bang! I'ma knock you the, and when he said, when you do, I'ma knock you the fuck out. While he was saying that, he caught him, bang! And my man ass hit the floor. He fell on his ass, and he jumped up like a jack in the box. I don't wanna fight no more. And I said, oh my God, what he hit him with? Thought he had something in his hand. I said, whatever power he felt, he didn't want to feel that shit again. I understood that shit. And I was a child. My mom probably wouldn't even stretch that far, but he educated me that time. I understood that whatever lightning or glow that boy had in his fist, my man didn't want that shit no more. So my man, he like, nah, you bust my lip. You gotta fight me. He's saying you gotta fight me because you bust my lip. He said, I don't even stab niggas. If you don't fight me, I'm stabbing you. Then he start taking his property like, you want your watch, you bitch nigga? Right? And my man ain't want no smoke at all. He quit cigarettes instantly after he got that nicotine patch from that boy. Right? His shit, no disrespect to you, my nigga. I love you to death. But if it would have happened to me, I would have just had to been able to let you go ahead and gig me one time. That's shit. I got plucked before. I ain't never touched the floor. Thank God, because I ain't get hit by Shot Wells. But if I would have got hit by Shot Wells, I would have touched the floor. I know I would have. Because I seen him do it to too many other people. And not that I doubt myself, but that nigga shit is certified. I know what he do. I seen it too much. So, what that told me was, that showed me he was doing in Mod 8 what he did to the niggas in Mod 6 before I got there. So when he goes to every house, I guess that was his interest. He's gonna knock out 5 niggas so he could control 50. And that boy was a beast with that shit. The nigga Pac-Man is Shot Wells' brother. How I met him is one day we was in a commissary.
Hold on. Ain't them niggas twins?
They supposed to be, but they don't look alike.